right, guys, let's get Spirit's guidance coming in here. First thing Spirit says is, make love, not war. So I think, Spirit is telling you, to be in your heart space, not in your head space, not in the ego space. All right? Because in truth, on the one end of this is there is a lot of chemistry with you and this person. And the waiting, okay, for the communication is really hard for you. That's the energy release right there. Okay, you are sometimes on the edge of your seat, waiting to see somehow, some way, if this person has communicated with you or stalked you, okay? And you just kind of got to the point where you don't know what to do, which is why you're going into that energy of, I just release you, okay? As sad as I feel, I just release you. Ooh. When I yawn, it is releasing energy. So I'm releasing a lot of energy here. So you're just releasing this, which is giving up the control, which is very hard for you to do. But it is one of those lessons where when you try to control things, that is everything that leads to you down the spiral staircase, okay, into things that hurt you, into that pain, that inner child, okay, feeling that harm, where you feel like you're not being able to speak your truth. And the energy starts like, it really feels like it just starts getting stagnant really badly here in your throat chakra. And so for some of you, you may suffer from a lot of like swollen lymph glands or thyroid issues or neck pain, like lots of like that mucusy feeling. Like there's a lot that gets stuck here, okay? And you know that this is your divine counterpart for some of you, where you know that this is the one that when you leave behind the 3D, you know that you will be with this person in the 5D. You know that your souls are companions. And yet, it seems like if it's not happening in this life, well, crap, forever is so far down the road. How do I work through this when I have to have this feeling and this longing and this knowing and this craving in my body for the rest of my life? And that's what you're trying to work on, okay? Somebody could be getting cranial sacral work done on them, or seeing a chiropractor, trying to release some of this pain that you are getting from this energy that's stuck from you trying to control this situation. You feel like this person might blame you for where the things are at. Okay? But I'm getting that they don't. Again, I feel like that's part of this control factor for you. Okay? And Spirit is saying that, despite the fact of being distant with this person, in whatever manner that is for you, that the love between you is much stronger than you think. Okay? They're showing me that you go into this sort of tailspin, okay? And they're calling it tailspin like fairy tales, okay? Where you're spinning out because this is not following the path that you have kind of laid out for it. Because you're very intuitive. You know that this is your person. You know that the feelings that you have. And yet, it's not happening in that way. So part of how you try to control it is by like writing a story. And then it doesn't happen that way, and then you spin. Okay? Then you spin out of control. But you haven't really opened up to this person. That's another problem here with your throat chakra. You may have said, I care for you. But you haven't said, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but I have so much love for you, I just don't know what to do with it. And so I feel like this person doesn't know. All right? Because you're in this sort of separation. They're trying to be patient. Okay? I feel like there's codependency on both sides of this. But I feel like your tailspin, like they sense this, they can sense this within you. And it scares the bejesus out of them, okay, to be quite frank. Because there is a sense of triggering within them, feeling like they're not meeting your needs, okay? You guys have worked on this over and over again, perhaps not even, you know, just this lifetime. For some of you, if you believe in past lives, you've done this in past lives. Okay? But they are coming forward, right? This is coming into reconciliation. You have to believe in this and believe in your love. So they're showing me like lights. Okay? Perhaps last year at this time, you know, you guys were having conversations under the Christmas tree lights or under just the Christmas lights in general. And you may have had a lot of hopes for where you thought 2020 was going to go with this. But a lot of it wasn't just, again, it wasn't just hopes. It was, this is my way. This is how I need it to play out. So I need this to be controlled and happen in this way for me. Yeah. And what that does is when you start strategizing, that is when resistance happens. And that is how you get into this pushing either them away or them pushing you away. There's a resistant energy that happens when, you know, you're trying to make it play out in a very specific way. And this is within not just this relationship, but within your life. All right? You're being guided here that sometimes, all right, you, again, you fairy tale like the good fight. Okay? Like, I'm going to fight for this, but from way over here and just in my head. All right? And that's with other things, not this relationship. Because you do not like confrontation. You feel like you're much better off from afar. You can do some research. You can get some facts. You can figure out how to balance it. And then take it on. And by then, oftentimes it's too late. The battle's over. right? But you're still stuck holding the energy that you've just created by working yourself up into this. You take the illumination that you feel, I feel, when you feel that this person does care about you, and you take it into a dark place, instead of taking it into hope, instead of, allowing this to realign, readjust some of what's going on with your mind, you don't transform necessarily. It's kind of like they're showing me kind of like aromatherapy. Okay, now I'm a certified aromatherapist, and when you have a memory, you attach it to a smell. Okay, that's how our limbic brain processes memory. And they're showing me this, that there's something that's triggering within you where the way that you feel, you are then associating this with past memories. And for some of you, you don't even realize this, okay? But it's time to acknowledge this and rededicate yourself to healing those old wounds, okay? To healing this. You have a huge heart, and it's hard for you to walk forward in your life with all of this, like, love and responsibility for others that you feel. You don't just feel a responsibility to balance things out for yourself. You feel a responsibility to balance things out for others. Okay? And that's not how you gain happiness. Okay? You may, carry the scales, but you don't have to ram your head into a wall, beating, this, this wall again and again and again that you cannot get through, creating all of this pain, okay? They're telling you to work smarter, not harder. That is how you progress, okay? Look at the reflections and work from that energy, all right? They say masks are more important, you feel like, for you, and not just in this, Rona world, but you don't like to give it all away because you're like, I need to hold a little bit back in case I need to let a lot out or a tiny bit out just to rebalance everything, okay? That's ramming your head against the wall, technically. Okay, again, this person pulls back because you're trying to balance hard situations in an energy where you're not really choosing. You're not really offering illumination. You're just trying to figure it all out. But that's a problem for the Libra, for the real Libran, okay, energy, is this over-awareness and then not choosing because you're trying to figure it out. And instead of just recognizing, okay, that you are in your power and that you are connected to this person and that they are not your past. They are, not someone that you need to keep an eye on and make sure that you take care of everything for them. And just be in the energy of this. And that's when you can work on the other energies that you have to heal within your heart. instead of wrapping it all up in this one person. Again, I do feel like, okay, this new passionate start could throw you off, and you're going to try, again, you're going to try to balance it, okay? Because that's what you try to do. For you, it's all balance, equal sides, equal give and take, all right? And that's what you have to let go of. Okay, you want one more. You have to let go of this because it's not a natural flow. All right. You want to get to the point where you guys are both putting in, and you want this person to not feel like they have to be able to be up to your level, right? To hit that standard. You want them to be okay just being a squirrel and bringing the little bit that they can, okay? But it's that balancing energy that makes them feel like they need to bring more to the table than they really actually do. Okay? That's what they are feeling within this. Okay, yeah, I feel like you are very abundant, okay? You can take something that no one else would look at and turn it into magic, okay? Even if you don't have a full bank account, you are always taken care of. You have a connection with this abundant manifestation energy. And you need to use that energy, okay, to flow through some of this, all right? Because the areas that you're, like if you were to use this sort of energy and just go with the flow and the magic of love, can you imagine what you would have at your fingertips? Yeah, diamond light activation. Light activation and new energies are coming your way to open, to receive, and to be open to receive and welcome them in. I feel like, okay, again, penguins mate for life, right? And the penguin divine masculine stays with the egg while the penguin divine feminine goes out to hunt. They don't have any qualm of roles at play within their relationship. And they don't feel like they have to balance it out. It just is how it is. And I feel like, again, that's some of what you are missing, is that if you can allow this person to just be who they are without trying to balance them out, then they will be more willing to come in with their whole heart and their whole being, because they won't be in fear so much of being judged. Okay? Like, they're just showing me L, M, and O, P. And I kind of get the feeling that for most of you, what that means is that, like, you've worked your way so far with this person. You're to here, okay? And there's a lot of unknowns that you guys don't know about each other. Like, you're still getting to know each other. You still have some of the tough parts. Q is a weird letter, right? Can you remember learning about Q and the rules of Q? Okay. and R's and S's were kind of weird, right, to write. And if you learned Spanish, R's are a hard one, right, because you have to roll. You know, and you think about it, X, Y, Z, you know, I mean, W, there's weirdness ahead, okay? You have to have the strength to really be partners, to really come into this as a team, and to understand that you're building this strength, this foundation, all right, this coming together to take on forever, okay? Now they keep repeating LMNOP, so that means something to someone, all right, besides what I've said. Okay, yeah. A lot of this is healing of the family issues, okay, here with the sacral chakra. And that will lead you, okay, to seeing the truth. It's kind of like you're going in reverse for a second, okay? I'm working on this so I can go back and magically take this truth and recreate things. Okay, and then taking that abundance, like I said, taking that abundance into the other areas of your life, that magic into the other areas of your life, so that you are manifesting. Okay? You keep everything, like I said, to yourself without opening up too much, because, well, I don't want to put things out of balance, so I'm only going to share what I have to share. But as you change and you start allowing this abundant energy in the rest of your life, this balancing energy kind of starts to fade away. You don't feel so much like you have to suffer alone, that you have to hold it all into yourself. Okay? Yes, this is going to get rid of this heartache, okay? This loss. And this warrior energy, okay? You're not controlling things. You're not at war with this person. Pearson. Maybe you say Pearson. Maybe their last name is Pearson and you say Pearson. Okay, but this is growing something different. By changing this, you can become partners. Okay, you will create prosperity together instead of there's this feeling where you think you have to create it all, which is untrue. All right, very untrue. Have courage as you move through this. Again, like I said, there will be some conflict, okay, as you move through this, as things are coming into alignment. And I mean, they really are showing there's this necklace here, okay, around her throat with an opening right here. Okay, that's breaking through that energy that has been stuck here. That's opening that up, okay, to allow this healing to happen and to allow yourself to go with the flow, not control it, okay? Ebb and flow. You don't have to be in charge. You may have been in charge in childhood, and you don't have to be in charge, okay? That's not your, that's not your role in the universe. Okay, this person, I feel like they do look at you, okay, a lot. And, again, They worry about what you will think about them. Okay, am I enough for you? Because you are such a commanding presence. All right? They've had a very hard time opening up to you because of this. Because they don't know if they can tell you all of their truth. But you take their breath away the way that they take yours away. All right? They want you to know that. And they are very sorry that they've held back all this time, because they have held back. You are very, very special to them. You are their diamond, okay, in the rough. They cannot place value on you because you are just so special to them. So let's pull out, what are your blessings that you're going to get from healing this space within you, from letting go of control, owning, all right? Owning up to what you've been doing brings in abundance, okay? Brings in stability, brings in a true partnership, okay? And it does bring in this sense of, you doing the work brings in your strength, okay? And that truly is how you will something into existence, is by the energetic building, okay, building blocks, those peptides that we're all made of. Years ago, I did a video on that, not on this channel, okay, on my old channel, but it is in my podcast if you go. I don't have very many episodes. I have been feeling drawn to do more, but it's the one on peptides, okay? So let me give you an affirmation, all right, before I go. Flexibility. Of course you would get this. Flexibility, Libra. I am flexible and adaptable to change while I pursue my ambitions. I am flexible and adaptable to change while I pursue my ambitions. I am flexible and adaptable to change while I pursue my ambitions. Okay? Feel like that is everything that you really needed to know, okay? You've got to quit resisting. The universe is like, listen to this. If you listen to nothing else in the rest of this message, understand that by controlling things, you create your own resistance, your own blockages, your own like ice that you have to break through. All right. Yep. Cross by creation. If you want to create, you cannot block yourself. Okay? You're at the crossroads in this. And now the rest of the journey is up to you. Okay? Beautiful. All right, Libra, I'm going to let you go. And I will see you next time. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that this guides you well. And have a beautiful holiday. And I will see you before the next one. All right? Much love. Bye.